Hello, and in this video we are going to think about concluding sentences. So we've previously talked about topic sentences. So topic sentences should be clear, they should be specific, they should be brief. We don't announce anything. We're avoiding idioms and metaphors. So topic sentences are the first sentence in a paragraph, and they are very important. So health is important to everybody. Not very good, but if we look at this sentence, most people think much about their heart, don't think much about their heart until something goes wrong. Violent crime these days, the number of violent crimes has increased due to cuts in social funding. So nice clear sentences. So if the topic sentence is our first sentence, then we can think of paragraphs in a certain shape. So the parts of the paragraph, we can think of it like a delicious sandwich. So the top slice of bread is our topic sentence. Then our delicious filling is our supporting details. And then right at the bottom, our bottom slice of bread is our concluding sentence. So we need all three of those things to make this particular delicious looking sandwich. So if we think about it on the page, it looks kind of like this. So we have our topic sentence, supporting details, and then we finish with a concluding sentence. So ending the paragraph is important, and unfortunately quite often people are so glad to be finishing the paragraph that they kind of lose focus. They don't end strongly. So maybe you put a lot of thought into your topic sentence, and then you give your supporting details. By the time you get to your concluding sentence, you're kind of a bit bored with the topic, or you just want to get to the next paragraph. So quite often paragraphs don't end very well. They don't end in a strong way. So what we need to do is end the paragraph strongly. So in the concluding sentence, you want to make it sound like the paragraph is ending. And that may sound obvious. However, many times the last sentence does not sound like the paragraph is ending. It sounds like the end of a sentence, but it does not sound like the end of a paragraph. So this is the key thing. It needs to feel like you are finishing that idea. So the idea of the paragraph before moving on to the next one. So the concluding sentence is often similar to the topic sentence, but we are not repeating the topic sentence, okay? So you can often use some phrases. These are some helpful phrases that you can use, as you can see. That's why. Therefore, for these reasons, in brief, on the whole, in sum, in short, in summary. Now, you may wonder why in some is in a different color. Well, I would say be careful with this particular phrase. It is appropriate and it is correct. There's nothing wrong with it as such. However, it sounds very, very formal. And that's perfectly fine if the register of your writing is very, very formal. However, if you are just at a kind of normal level of formality, so you're not casual, you're not super formal, you're just kind of that middle formal level of register, this can sound very, very strange. So it is correct, and you do often see it given as examples of paragraph ending phrases. However, I would advise be cautious using that particular one. The others are, fairly kind of mid-formality, nothing particularly unusual. Just be careful with in some. So again, perfectly fine if the rest of your writing is high formality. Otherwise, don't worry. So let's look at some examples combined with a topic sentence. So here's our topic sentence. My grandfather had more stories than a children's library. Okay, so already we've got a kind of witty little topic sentence there. So we know what's coming. There's going to be some kind of whimsical memories of the writer's grandfather. The concluding sentence could be, as you can see, my grandfather had a great imagination that brought smiles to everyone around him. Okay, now this is a really good example of a concluding sentence because A, it is finishing the idea. It definitely feels like the end of something, right? It feels like the end of an idea. But also combined with the topic sentence, just reading the topic sentence and the concluding sentence, we have a really, really good idea of what the content of that paragraph was. Yeah, we don't know the details, but we have a really good sense of what was in there. So the topic sentence and the concluding sentence are really the bread of the sandwich. It really holds everything together. So put as much effort into the concluding sentence as the topic sentence. Let's have another look at another example. So here's our topic sentence. So when I was a child, I thought my grandfather was Superman. Okay, so again, another kind of snappy topic sentence. We know exactly what's coming. It's going to be some stories of the writer's grandfather impressing them. And the concluding sentence. From these examples, although he's not really a superhero, my grandfather is very special to me for many reasons. All right, so we know that we heard more than one story, and we know that the stories were about her grandfather kind of impressing her in some way. And again, we have our top slice of bread and our bottom slice of bread. We have a really, really good sense of what was in this paragraph. So it's not just a good topic sentence, it's a good concluding sentence as well. So even though I'm sure when you're writing, you're very happy to get to the end of a paragraph and you are excited to start the next paragraph, really we should be putting in as much effort into both because it is the slices of bread which holds together our delicious paragraph sandwich. So we need to think about having a great topic sentence and a great concluding sentence. You can use some of those concluding signals like therefore and for these reasons and so on. You don't have to, but they are often used as concluding signals. It's signaling to the reader that you are finishing the idea. But bottom line is, put as much effort into the topic sentence as the concluding sentence. All right, thank you for listening. Hope that was useful.